It is the Heart of Texas Bowl, and we're in Commerce, Texas, and we catch up now with head coach Brice Vignery before this bowl game as the Grizzlies, the 12th ranked team of the nation. They come in 7-4, taking on the 7th ranked Kilgore Rangers. They're 8-3 overall. And coach, is always good to see you. And first of all, congratulations getting to a bowl game.
Thanks. It's good to see you. And we tell our kids every season it's always good if we're playing in December, and here we are. And it's just a culmination of what we've done this year, and I couldn't be more proud to be here today.
Before we talk about this bowl game today, I want to go back in time, the time machine, as they say. August 25th, 2007. Galen Blackmore Stadium. It was the season opener for the Butler Grizzlies. Started the season preseason ranked 4th. Your sophomore year, the first game of the year. What do you remember from that game? I'll tell you this. With 5 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Grizzlies trailed Kilgore 28-12.
Yeah, I remember that game really well. I remember I had 3 catches in that game. Press Taylor had an amazing getting sacked and threw the ball to Randall Bell, who ran down the visitor's side. And then I also remember Kilgore getting the ball, potentially getting a first down to ice the game, and our cornerback, our DB's coach, Maurice Gray, blitzing off the edge, making the tackle in the backfield. And we took over and we drove the field and scored and ended up winning 28-29. So it's always been a fun matchup, and until somebody told me that it's been that long since we played them, I was like, either I'm getting old or we need to play them more often. So they've always been really good games. Even when we played down there the year before my freshman year, it was a really good game. So I'm looking forward to today. I look forward to playing these Texas teams because they are a really good conference. They put out a lot of good talent, and they go really fast. And they do some things that we don't typically see up here in our league. It's amazing how different the two leagues are. So today should be a fun game. Today should be fast. There should be some big hitting, and hopefully we come out just like we did in 2007.
So just to go back to that 07 game, 2007, you guys did win 29-28. And Bo Johnson had 2 rushing touchdowns. The winner came with 1:18 to go, a 10-yard run. The importance of that win, though, was you guys went on and won the national championship. If you don't win that season-opening game, as you did, coming from behind, maybe no national championship.
Yeah, and I think that just showed, that's what Coach Morrow always instilled in us, is the game's never over till it's over. Triple zeros in the fourth. And as I look at it 17 years later, that's the exact same thing I tell our kids. The game's never over until it's triple zeros in the fourth quarter, and hopefully throughout the season you've seen that with our team, as they don't quit, they don't give up. So, but yeah, that kind of propelled us to the season that we had that year. And again, it's to go 12-0, it's a great season.
Yeah, and Kyle Woodall, who's your defensive coordinator, your lifelong friend, he had a safety and 7 tackles in that game. Okay, enough about 2007.
Yeah.
What about this game today? I mean, Kilgore's 8-3. They've won 4 games in a row. They finished tied for 4th in their conference season. Then they went on the playoffs. They upset Trinity Valley and then New Mexico Military Institute, both road games to get here. What are you seeing on film from them?
They're playing with a lot of confidence. Their quarterback especially. He's a big dual threat kid. He's not going to wow you with his speed or anything, and he's really hard to tackle. They do a really good job, and then their tailback behind him was, he'll probably be a first-team All-American from their conference. He's top 5 in the country in rushing. They like to give him the ball probably over 25 times a game and let him rumble around and do things. But they're playing with a lot of confidence. Defensively, they've been really opportunistic in these in these last 4 games, winning. I think they had 8 takeaways against Trinity Valley. And so anytime you can start creating takeaways and turnovers for your defense and giving your offense more possessions, you're going to have a chance to win a lot of games. So they're playing with a lot of confidence. They're playing with a lot of swag right now, especially coming off beating, Trinity Valley at the time, I think, was ranked 4th in the country. New Mexico Military was ranked 5th. So they're coming off of a lot of momentum, and I fully expect them to carry that into today. So same message for our kids. This is just kind of a repeat of what we've done all year. We've played, I don't even know how many ranked teams so far, how many top 10 teams. It just seems like every week that's what we've got. So our message to our kids is go out there, execute our offense, be in our spots, keep playing, play hard, play tough, play together, don't quit on each other. And the weeks of preparation that we've had, we had to practice for a couple days before we knew we were getting a bowl game. I just kind of wanted to keep them motivated. I thought we had a chance, and then the week of preparation leading up to it has been great. The kids are in good spirits. They want to go play, and so today I think we'll see some fireworks today.
This is the Heart of Texas Bowl game in Commerce, Texas. We're visiting with Brice Vignery, head coach of the Butler Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies 7-4 coming in, ranked 12th in the nation. Kilgore 8-3 overall. They're ranked 7th in the nation. Should be a great game. You mentioned their running back, Denario Davenport. He's an outstanding running back, but you guys also have a pretty good running back, Jean Dingle. And I think the way I break this down, Coach, is going to come down to who has the better running game today.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to that, and then being able to get first downs and stay on the field and possessing the ball. And as you look at the latter part of our season, that's what we've been really good at, and that's kind of been our focus offensively. Is hey, we'll use our tempo to do what we need to do at certain times, but let's also possess the ball, get first downs, get the right plays, and cover everybody up. And like I said a couple weeks ago, it's never wrong if we turn hands at 21. He's come on late, he's come on fire, and I expect to see him in another big role today for us.
You alluded to it a little bit earlier, but the layoff. I mean, it's going to be 21 days since you guys last played. That was a game up at Ellsworth. You won that game, the final game of the regular season. Does that concern you at all, the layoff?
I think, we gave them a week off just to kind of get away from football and get away from, just to relax their bodies. And then we've been going for the last 14 days. We had Thanksgiving in there. But, early on, you worry about it, getting back in the speed of things. This late in the season, we're not tackling and doing tackling drills and that type of stuff. So early in the game is really just recalling our stuff that we're really fluid with, the stuff that we've been doing, and get our feet back under us. With the contact, with the speed, and then we can start diving into what we've game planned for. But it's not a huge worry for me. We've got a really mature team, and they know how to go out there and turn it on and turn it off and do those types of things.
Historically, coaches in bowl games, they like to experiment a little bit, maybe have some trick plays. Anything up your sleeve in this one?
No, I'm not. I'm very to the point and very. This is who we are and this is what we do. So.
And very secretive right now.
Yeah, I'm very secretive right now. So. You're going to go out there, you're going to see a Butler team that likes to play football with each other and for each other, and we're going to fly around. You might see something here and there that might catch your eye, but we'll just have to watch the game and see what happens.
I suspect we will, Coach, knowing you. I suspect we will.
We'll see what happens.
Finally, I'd like to ask you keys to a victory today here in Commerce, Texas.
Keys to victory, we got to start fast. We've got to play really good special teams. I know when we met 10 days ago, special teams was the number one thing that we wrote down. They do a really good job getting after the punter, so we got to protect. They've got a really good punter on their side of the ball, so we got to make sure that we can change the field when we need to, take chances when we need to, flip the field, and then our guys just going out and executing, being in your spots, making tackles, because this offense is going to force you to be in space, so we got to make tackles in space. And then offensively, our ability to cover their guys up, use our tempo when we need to, and stay on the field and get first downs, time of possession, and just stay on the field.
Boy, a victory today would go a long way towards getting you started for next season.
No doubt about it. I mean, it sets you up for your momentum for the offseason, for recruiting, for everything. So I'm looking forward to today, and it should be a good game.
I agree. Coach, as always, appreciate the visit. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you so much.
Coach Brice Vignery of the Butler Grizzlies. We're coming back to Commerce, Texas with more of the pregame show. It is the Heart of Texas Bowl, Butler and Kilgore.